How are you? How are you all doing? Welcome to my harsh take on the EMPRO 2026. We will see 212 Angel versus Madelman. We will see what happened in Open, in Classic and in Men's. But not only that, we are also going to look at the other competitions that took place this weekend, because EMPRO wasn't the only one, there was more bodybuilding. I'll tell you all about it. Let's begin with the EMPRO. First, as I said in yesterday's video, which I set to private so it won't compete with this preview, let me say this. There has been good coverage, Emilio Martinez has done a great job, Moriago has taken good photos, there have also been good videos, and we can see the competitors quite well. That's always a good thing. Let's start with Open. William Bonac won. And why couldn't Vero Estaban compete, and why wasn't he given the visa? I definitely think he would have won this competition. What a shame. My harsh opinion starts with William Bonac, because yes, I understand he has a massive back, huge glutes, a very good posterior chain. I know his chest looks great, even in the most muscular pose. Come on, 4 poses. But the abs and legs, with such a wide and short midsection, the front biceps pose, with one arm that could compete in Classic and the other that could go in Open. The same with a short and wide waist. The front lat spread, the most unaesthetic, the ice cream cone triceps, anyway, the same thing, the waist takes away a lot. I think he's a bodybuilder with major shortcomings, and even though he's big, he has very severe asymmetries and imbalances that should be penalized more and taken into account more. The definition is good, he came in dry, has great size and tremendous legs. But is something up with the narrow clavicles, wide waist and tiny arm, or are we just ignoring it? The thing is, Edwin Carbo finished in second place with a waist half the size of Bonac's, a much better shape, better aesthetics. And personally, I think he's more complete. Maybe he needs, I don't know, a bit more depth in his hamstrings to polish his posing a bit more, maybe bring better definition, although I don't think it was bad, but they've put him in second place, it wasn't enough to beat Patata. Sasan has ended up in third place, he's another man who has one arm bigger than the other, and his upper body falls short compared to his lower body. Tremendous legs, good midsection, he came in extremely dry, totally shredded, but I think he's a bit flat now, looking a bit worn out from so many competitions in a row. He just doesn't stop competing and, well, he doesn't have the look he used to have. In fourth place is Daniel Goss, not bad at all. Hey, I also think he's a good bodybuilder, although again with some imbalances. And in this video I'm going to ask you the question of what should be valued more in bodybuilding, which is the eternal debate, because we see that in some events the winner is the one with the best aesthetics, the best structure or shape, or the most complete, but then we see some like the EMPRO where it seems like they overlook flaws. It's serious if the winner is just the one with more definition or slightly bigger. In Open it's not even that, since Erwin is massive. Now let's move on to 212. The winner was Angel Calderón, which obviously makes me happy, okay? The Spanish 212 bodybuilder gets the ticket to the Olympia, it's fantastic. And Madelman gets second place, but there are several things to comment on here. If we go pose by pose, like I did in the preview video, the front lat spread, well, Calderón's chest is tremendous, really hard, he's big. Madelman is much improved in this pose and looks more aesthetic. In the side chest pose, both Calderón's and Madelman's stomachs stick out slightly. Anyway, I like Madelman's side leg more and I see the pose as more harmonious. In the rear lat spread, it's the same. Madelman looks more aesthetic, has a better shape, a slimmer waist, more defined hamstrings, but Calderón's glutes are bigger, more defined, and his back is super wide, it's huge. In the back double biceps, Madelman has improved the pose a lot and I think his back is way better than Calderón's, honestly. In the side triceps pose, Calderón's midsection looks a bit bloated and definitely wide, and his abs are barely visible. His triceps also looks half the size of Madelman's, whose pose is much more aesthetic. And in the abdominals and thighs pose, Madelman's abs look like bricks, they're super deep and his waist is controlled. I think he also looks more compact in the pose. And Calderón, yes, he has a huge chest, okay, but his abs are really washed out. In the most muscular pose, both are the same. Spectacular. Calderón is hard as a rock. Madelman is also very ripped and striated, and it's in the front double biceps where I find the most severe difference and the reason why I raised the question, should Calderón have won? Yes or no? Because here the biggest problem with Angel comes to light, which is that his arms are quite small compared to his overall musculature. And yes, I know he hurt his triceps, but ultimately that can't be considered in a competition. What matters is what's shown on stage. And also in the arm that isn't injured, we can see, well, a lack of size. In the Madelman pose, the waist is slim, it's controlled, the lats are very pumped, the arms look pretty big, they've improved, and the legs are also defined and separated. Overall, a very good aesthetic in that pose, and good muscle balance, good symmetry, alright. On the other hand, Calderón's, as I said, has a huge chest, average lats, a wide waist, big legs, and small arms. Also, the pose is asymmetrical, with one arm larger than the other. For me, Calderón mainly won because his muscle definition is on another level. He has exceptional quality, he's very hard, very dry, very cut. He's very hard and very dry, but even so, his abs aren't deep, they're not separated. He has an unbalanced physique with asymmetries and very severe weak points. I think Madelman brought very few weak points, or almost none. He came out much more complete, just like this Edwin guy. And I think this should be valued, especially in bodybuilding, that a bodybuilder is complete, that he's symmetrical, that he's balanced between upper and lower body. He doesn't have big legs and small arms or the opposite. We're always debating what bodybuilding truly means. Extreme definition like Calderón, good definition like Madelman, but with balance, symmetry, and aesthetics. Or is it muscle size? What is bodybuilding? It's a bit of everything, right? But what matters more? What's more important? At each event, something always matters more. And the midsection in some poses, I felt like he was losing it. I'll repeat, when someone comes along saying you know nothing about bodybuilding, that you're saying this because you're Guinean, that Calderón is the world's best bodybuilder. Alright man, I'm saying that I think it's great that he won. I think it's fine that Calderón won. I like Calderón, I think he's a great bodybuilder, he's really good. Yeah, I know his whole career, his titles, but I'm raising the question, could Madelman have won? I think he could have won. Was it fair for Calderón to win? Yes, of course, absolutely. Would it have been fair if Madelman had won? Probably also. Is it a subjective sport? Everyone is skilled, but I would have chosen Madelman. I preferred his package and found him more complete. By the way, then there are some people who say he didn't come in condition. That's really something. Well yeah, next to Calderón anyone looks like they're in obsession, right? But to me he definitely doesn't. Muzi Maluleke came in third place. I don't think that's bad. I think he's big. He brought really good definition, but for me, it's pretty unaesthetic. And showing that in this 212 category, the 212, it's really close, well, Zagarella ended up in fourth place. He doesn't have the best posing in the world. I think his definition was a bit lacking. He looked great and really aesthetic. Fourth place is fine. In men's physique, Sidipoja won again, which I'm glad about. He represents Spain. I hope he wins a pro show and gets closer to Olympia qualification. Mauro's second place earns him points and brings him closer to qualifying. Fantastic. I think the men's category is even harder to judge since it's judged only from the front and back. And the legs are valued very little. From the front, I liked Mauro more than Sidi, you know? I saw his chest was bigger, fuller, his shoulders were similar, but overall I saw Mauro looking harder from the front. And his legs too. Wow. On the other hand, Sidi is super broad and very aesthetic. From the back, I like Sidi more. I think his back is bigger, denser, wider, and his shoulders are broader. Again, I see Mauro a bit harder, but he seems uncomfortable in this pose, right? Maybe that worked against him. That's true. Mauro's legs are much better than Sidi's. His victory is deserved and fair, okay? Both are very good. I'm happy with their placements. Let's move on to classic physique. The winner was Luca Reier. I think he really deserved it, okay? The German beat both Spaniards. Spectacular X shape, big and pumped legs, very defined. From the back, tremendous, great back, glutes are super shredded. I think Ferran has done a great job. This season he's had lots of second places, and here's another one by the way. He's also managed to win, so at this point he's definitely qualified for the Olympia. He brought great definition, structure, and aesthetics. I like it. Dennis meanwhile has truly been a surprise. In some poses, he seemed smaller than the other two, with too much space between his legs and possibly lacking a bit in arms and back. I'm not sure I would have put him in third, but good for him. I'm glad he finished there. He also looked aesthetic and very defined. Camilo, who I think has the best structure, finished sixth. Why? The classic category holds him back. La categoría clásica le hace daño, en serio. He has to lose a lot to make the weight. He has to struggle to make it, whereas when he competed with a few more kilos, he looked spectacular. He should really consider going open. He's limiting his potential too much. In Bikini, Chantal Hill has won, and you already know that recently one of my videos was taken down for showing female bodybuilding, saying it was sexual content, meant to provoke pleasure, all that. I appealed, and the AI quickly replied saying, no, we've seen your video and no one watched it. Anyway, female bodybuilding can't be shown. Juliana Moda has won in wellness, and that's all I'll show you, sorry. I'm not showing the others. They're wearing their thongs too high. Let's go to China, come on. Huang Yi China Pro has been won by Chen Kang in Classic. This guy looks like a bodybuilding trophy, literally. very aesthetic, a really nice physique, gigantic legs, and extremely good condition. Chen Kang has already won more than one competition this season, so we'll see him at the Olympia. And let's move on to the 212 category where the monster Wei Li wins again. But does this guy really exist? Same goes for second place, Xu Shuanglang. I could say the same. What the hell are we looking at? I mean, what are those legs? These aren't Instagram bodybuilders, as you've seen. I don't know what these physiques are. Wow, top 4. Small guys, yes I know, they're 212, but wow, what amazing legs, what a doll-like shape, what aesthetics. What they really lack is the back. Typical Asian bodybuilders, strong legs, but the back always falls short. Still, they sure make up for it in other ways. I think these two men, if they go to the Olympia, can do some serious damage in the 212 category. I'm not sure if it'll happen this year, but long term, watch out for Chinese bodybuilders. These days, bodybuilding values legs most, arms barely matter. With their legs, these two will definitely win at the Olympia. Now let's talk about a guy named Dallas Botsway who has won 2 pro shows in 48 hours. He competed in one, won it, rushed over to the other, and won that one too. Spectacular. Very aesthetic, great physique, good shape, I like it. And that's 3 in 1 week. He's doing a Mr. Olympia speedrun. Let's move on to the South Florida Pro, where Victor Porto, a 212 bodybuilder, has defeated Juan Aleman. It's his second professional victory of this season. And, well, he's already fully qualified for the Olympia. He's a 212 who's actually on the shorter side for the 212 category. He came in very dry, very defined, although personally I prefer Juan Aleman in terms of structure, aesthetics, and pretty much everything, but well, I understand why Victor won. Tom Stanley has won in classic physique at the Body B Pro. These strange competitions they come up with, not like the Tupelo and the Nutriumi, the Body B. And I think, yes, well-deserved first place. For me, he was better than the others. By the way, Andy Paredes, who won recently and usually wins, finished 4th in this competition. You see how bodybuilding is. You can't get too confident. Anyway, what did you think about Calderón's victory over Madelman, Series over Mauro, and Bonax over Edwin, and over Sasan? I'll say it again, I'm really happy for Calderón. He's an amazing bodybuilder, and yes, I think it's fair that he won. I get why he won, but I would have picked the other one. That's it. Aries YT Bodybuilding. See you in the next video.